Steelers are 10-point favorites against the Dolphins. Triple Salchow against the Dolphins this weekend in Pittsburgh. Even though when they played earlier this season, the Dolphins won 30-15 behind Ajayi's 204 rushing yards. This week, he is demanding more respect, saying, we hear a lot of talk about the other team, and it's kind of starting to get to me. I think it's time people need to respect that we have players on our offense, too, and we can get some stuff done when we're on our game. Marcellus,
yes.
Do we owe the Dolphins some respect?
No, we don't owe them any respect. You know what? I hate to be this guy, so I'll go back to my studious times at Columbia University. The steam And what would Freud say in a moment like this? You know what Freud would say in a moment like this? Maybe you're asking everyone to give you respect before the moment because you know you won't be able to ask for respect after the moment. Oh, that's so deep. Basically, he's already saying deep down, I don't know if we're going to win this game, so why don't you give me my love, my adoration right now before he gets there.
Right. And you know what? When they did beat the Steelers, it was a different situation. You talk about a Ben Roethlisberger who was banged up.
Came back on that game.
Came back to that game. He barely was, he might have had to take a wheelchair to the game. He was in there just there.
Right.
And so they got the confidence. So if he's comparing to that time in a Ryan Tannehill less going into this game, and you counting on Matt more. Yeah, dog, you are you shouldn't get respected.
I think he's just pumping himself up because he had 200 yards that game, and it's like, y'all need to at least talk about me. I run for 200 yards
before y'all can't talk about us because we're gonna lose this weekend.
But you can
That's what it sounds
You can definitely say I'm a great offensive player, and dude, you were 24th this year in yards per game. So that's what he's talking about.
That's
better
better
offense.
than 25th.
Yes, but the Pittsburgh
Steelers,
Steelers
32 teams in the league in that case. It was worse.
He started late.
Poor guy. He just asked for some respect, and all of you guys said no.
Nah.
Horrible Friday already. Finally,
wait till after the game.
this. Last night, during the Jazz-Raptors game.
Toronto's
Lucas Garrett dropped in short. Right about the time Derek Favors
streaking in place.
Free throw. It was missed. Now, here's the thing.
KFC's open.
I want to ask you, number one, was this an intentional dropping of one's shorts? And number two, should that be illegal while someone's at the free throw line?
Not intentional. Not intentional.
That was not intentional.
What? It just
So,
actually
wind
fell down?
happened?
Hold on, you played a lot more basketball than I, and probably him too. You play basketball. Admit it. When your shirt is untucked, you always think about like, man, it's easier to just drop those and pick it back up.
That's the equivalent of being at a stall and dropping your
feet. I dropped mine. Look, watch. Oh, they ain't short.
Look at that fake fly. You like Flotty D-Rock out there. What's going on?
Hey, y'all better stop showing my highlights. Oh, damn. Who moved the basket? Man.
They're playing that 9-foot court out there.
Remember when I had a shot and no one had it on video?
You made a shot.
This is the worst place I've ever worked.
We gotta play that.
1 for 1. She went 1 for 1.
I went
y'all
1
couldn't
for
even
1,
capture it.
not even captured on film.
That's 50%.
No,
it's not. It's 100%.
1 for 1?
Yeah.
I thought it was 1 out of 2.
Western Michigan.
I thought you said 1 out of 2.
I thought he said 1 out of 2.
I think this is a great moment that we just go back down pants memory lane.
And you work for politics.
It's time for great moments enhancing history.
Yes. Who could forget Steve Lyons?
Hey.
Yep.
Actually,
I think that's the wrong time. A little bit too far down.
Ride that horse.
Hello.
Okay.
He put him on his
Which
head.
sport is that?
Some tidy grays. You know, never seen tidy grays.
I'm glad
Wait,
they're
those
gray.
are like gray underwear is not a good look.
Yeah,
That's what I
It shows sweaty in the game.
It shows stains too easily.
Time for cheers.
Yeah, for real.
Cheers.
No, I'm talking about like.
Stop talking. Kemba Walker, stuck on the drive.
See that? Yeah, I see.
You are nasty. I just said the color was not great. I went somewhere else.
Yeah. Let's not let that take away from a great year.
It doesn't matter. Should be an all-star, will be an all-star.
Yep.
That's just one moment.
I want to
Marcellus
see
tried that in this game last time.
2 cheers for a mascot, a bear mascot. Oh, I don't
Of the 3, I didn't expect him to fall.
I know, but you know what? It's a good costume to have on if you fall.
I see 2 bears in that video.
And he wasn't bending his knees. That was the problem. You can't walk straight leg on
Wants
ice.
to get fired. Cheers for Patrick Beverly. Yes.
Oh,
Look intentional, man.
that's 3 balls and 1 strike.
But he handled it well.
That
The
hurt.
reaction's just slow.
Oh, look at him. He's like,
Taking a
man,
minute.
It's like, you know what?
that's birth control.
Last night, this dude showed us his love
Let
for
me hit you out,
mayo.
bro.
I have no problem with this.
Oh, that's so bad. Where you get that from? Who's Sports Nation?
That was like a.
Welcome back. I have some good news and some bad news for your Lions.
Yes.
No good news.
Good news is they did make the playoffs. The bad news is they've lost their last 3 games. Not a lot of people taking your team seriously in their game against the Seahawks, and we shall tell you why now. They are 0-5 against other teams that made the playoffs this year. I know you love numbers, and that's the only reason we're putting these in the show, because you know I hate them. Is it a big deal? Big deal that your team hasn't beaten another playoff team?
Well, normally I would say yes.
Oh, yes.
If you don't take
Why are
them
those so
muffins,
clean?
Somebody
where you find them muffins from?
Stop cars with
Can we get a
those.
solo
Everyone
down here?
doesn't have a pair of these?
No.
You should have a pair
Why
of
are
these.
the bottoms so clean?
Yeah.
Because they're in the house shoes.
I
They're
wear them out-
house
I wear them
shoes.
everywhere.
You're nasty,
No, no, no.
disgusting. Anyway,
Do they come with bunions?
Surf stays and stuff.
Anyway, there's one reason to have hope. Yes, it is true that the Lions are on a losing streak. Yes, it is true that my Matt Stafford is only 1 for 23 in career games, including the playoffs on the road against team that finished above 500. That's all true.
That's not
Yeah.
good.
But you know what else is true?
That's not good.
They lost 13-10 last season. And that loss was a controversial loss, and it was in Seattle. So if there's one team that they may be able to match up well against this playoff season, it would be these Seattle Duds.
Good
And
for
I say
you.
duds
Ooh.
because they have not played very well this season at all, and I think the Lions may be able to expose them, and I'm going back to putting my shoes on.
You know what? Those nipples sound
Stupidest
awesome.
shoes I've ever seen.
If I want to look at those nipples
1 in
again, they all-
23.
They all
You look
sound great.
like an idiotic cartoon character.
I am an idiotic
You
cartoon
like pull
character.
over and stop cars with those.
2 chains. Let's say the problem. Look, the problem are not the 0-5, the losses, because 3 of those games they could have won. They were 1 possession losses, so I'm not going there. The problem is you're one-dimensional, and when you're one-dimensional, you got a Zinzina. You got Zinzina at running back. Stop playing.
Zach.
Whatever.
He's the best white running back in the league.
He is. He's good. He's good, but he ain't gonna be.
I'm offended by that.
I just quoted Michael Bennett.
But he won't be good enough. Here's the problem. So when you're one-dimensional and you're only going to put focus on your quarterback, and he's 1 in 23 in these moments, not a lot of confidence for the
And
Lions.
you know what? Outside of being one dimensional, this is a team. They're depleted. You know what? Give them a standing ovation of how they came through and played this season. They did. They did well. They did well, but they're depleted. They don't have anything left. They gassed out at the end of the season. And if they were still healthy and on fire like they was at some point in the season, I would say they have a shot. I think this game's going to be a blowout. It's not going to be close at all.
Just
not even a little bit.
lulling them to sleep with false hope
It
and
has to happen
confidence.
eventually, right?
And then
Maybe I got to check those
boom.
numbers again.
Zach
How
Zinna.
about anything can happen? That's my theory.
I believe that.
Right,
Cubs,
next
You
up.
feel so nice today. It's Friday.
Cubs do have a World Series ring. That's all I'm saying.
That's a great point. Great news for Cavs fans. Hawks and Cavs are reportedly deep in talks to send sharpshooter Kyle Korver to Cleveland. The reaction from the internet is fantastic. Zach Lowe said that looks Korver will get from 3 are scary. I love Brandon Jennings, who tweeted laughing emojis. Roger Sherman said that Kyle Korver, with LeBron driving and drawing 7 defenders, is a better shooter than Steph Curry. This is a fantastic chess game we're watching being played. Is this going to make the Warriors scared?
Oh, well, they better be scared.
everyone else.
They should have been scared before because you already lost to this team. Then you played this team.
times.
Right.
Well,
And then you played this team on Christmas and you lost to this team.
a
But more
great
importantly
game.
than that loss, Steph Curry can't find his way against Cleveland. That's
Okay,
a known
fair.
fact. Now, Cleveland's like, y'all got shooters? We got shooters too. Oh, your shooters are open? Now our shooters are open too. This is going to be one of those things that could really turn this series when they see each other more likely in the finals.
I'm just looking at all the possibilities, and I'm saying they could put out Irving, Korver, Fry, Love, and LeBron on the court.
Oh.
And LeBron is the worst shooter. The best player in the world is the worst shooter.
That's crazy.
That's how crazy this new lineup is. You give this team the second right now in three-point field goal percentage, second right now in three-pointers made this season, and you give them a guy who's in the top 10 in both categories.
It's 45%.
Yeah, exactly.
45% three-point shooter.
But they need a point guard. They need a backup point guard.
Embarrassment
Are you free?
of riches is what this
What are you
is.
doing?
I can't be
Embarrassment
free.
of riches.
I heard you shoot
Don't
100%.
prefer to live in Cleveland in the winter, but that's just my own personal thing.
Neither does LeBron.
No, moving on. Last night, my boy, Kawhi Leonard, decided he'd take matters in his own hands by stealing the ball from Pau Gasol and scoring a bucket. I usually would not condone this, but it's Kawhi Leonard, Merriman, and so we give him a pass. Yes?
Absolutely.
And a travel.
Absolutely. And there's
No
nothing wrong with doing it. Look, I've done it before. I've taken the ball out of teammates' hands.
You didn't play offense.
In 2007, we had a field goal blocked, and here I was on the ground, and the ball was right there, and I fought and elbowed my teammate in the face.
Oh,
You better give me. And who I look, I get up with it. You give me the ball. Look, I got elbows in my own teammate's face. I believe it. Look, just give me the damn ball. Look, call it what you want. I was trying to pad my stats.
Yeah, Keyshawn Johnson.
Right.
Just give me the damn ball.
Were you liked on your team?
Sometimes. I mean, it wasn't all the way across the board, but I had to pad those stats.
You really came up with that ball, and you looked and saw your teammate had the ball, and you still fought for it.
Listen, just you have to do what you have to do now.
He's got bills to pay.
Really?
Wow. I was trying to get a new contract. What do you want me to do?
So you do that, right? Then you guys go in the locker room. What was said? Anything?
I'm sorry. Contract was up.
That
Baby, what do you want me to do?
It's already in ink. It's already inked.
The worst part of that
Fumble
play.
recovery.
The worst part, if you can show that video again.
Want to show it again? Let's
Show it again was Pau Gasol flopping during the play. That's the worst part.
Oh my!
If you take a look, he flops. He gets hit in the elbow, and then he throws.
Oh, that's Sean Merriman.
That is not the flop.
That's not.
That's not Kawhi Leonard.
That's a thief. But look, get off. Give me the ball. That's a thief. Stop, thief.
Here we go.
All right, let me
Watch
see.
him flop. He gets hit. Oh!
That's amazing. It's like his instinctual reaction.
Friendly fire.
I think you get out of bed in the morning and just flop for a minute.
If you touch him, somebody touches him on the way to the kitchen. Hey, flop. By the way, you're shocked by this. That was not a thing that happened then.
No, I've never seen that. That's a new low between you and the Clemson player going grabby hands. These are things I've never seen in football before.
I'm not putting Clemson
I'm not proud
and
of
he on the same category. Clemson's done
That
some
Clemson
other
thing's
things.
never
That's
gonna
a few
die.
steps.
You ever seen that in sports? Grabby hands?
No.
Grabby hands.
What would you do if somebody had done that to you?
We have to see each other after the game.
We call that a date.
Well, you better be taking take me to the movies. To the dinner. You better be
Meet
getting
your
something.
parents. Time for Both for the Nation. Winners and losers. She's not nice. Warm weather at the USA Cyclocross National Championships in Hartford created a mud slip and slide. That's way more interesting to me than whatever the original version was going to be.
I just like the fact that everyone looks like a baby boomer sliding down as well. If you look closely, they're all old men.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was smart.
Yeah, there's no cheering
You like that?
on those bikes.
To think on the fly like that? I thought it was genius.
Well, I think you should just be happy there's a warm day in Hartford in whatever month this is.
Boom! Well,
You're welcome.
mud wrestling didn't work, so this ain't gonna work either.
Nope. Winner of retirement. Steve Smith posted a photo of his retirement letter to the NFL, which stated he, quote, will no longer be antagonizing defensive backs. That's hard for me. But Spurs great Matt Bonner, superstar Matt Bonner, also announced through a high production video on Twitter. So whose retirement was better?
I like Steve Smith's. You actually put that in your retirement list. It's so disrespectful and it's like him.
It's just
you
who he
couldn't,
is.
you couldn't
It's a
go out
great
a better way.
sentence. It's a great
It's a great sentence, but I'm going with Ginger, the Ginger Wonder, because
I am
it was
too.
full on production.
It was
editing.
real.
It was a script.
Music.
I think Aaron
actors.
Sorkin wrote the script.
Did it have music?
More
Yeah,
effort.
music. It
Took
was
more
like
of
some of
him.
that hippie music, but it was music nonetheless.
My phone must be broke. I didn't hit a.
Loser reflexes. Australian cricket player Hilton Cartwright.
Hilton. Nice first name.
That cart went wrong.
Yes, it did.
Let me see what happened.
Oh, you know what happened.
You know.
Oh! 3 balls and 1 strike.
That might be a cricket rule. I don't actually. Remember when we tried to figure cricket out, Marcellus?
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
I do know
Still don't know.
that if you grab the ball and don't land and throw it back in, it's still in bounds, which is different than any other
Let me
sport.
What is it, like
down.
6 points? or
Y'all didn't know
something?
that? Yeah. Shout out to Brian Lara, the best cricket player from Trinidad and Tobago ever. Went to his house party like 8
You
years ago.
literally just wanted to say you went to his house party.
Arbitrary name drop? What is that?
I'm just telling you.
And you said it was the greatest house party of all time.
He's the biggest celebrity I've ever met in my life. And I'll tell you stories later.
Winner.
I want to hear.
No, this story is actually incredible.
Oh, my God.
This is a game-winning shot from Marco Bellinelli, but it was waved off, which is stupid.
He was robbed. Racism.
But we should, I think it was.
Racism,
I think it
Ben
was.
Belly.
There's always been an anti-Italian sentiment in this country, and I don't appreciate it from
It should be an exemption. When a play turns out with that kind of result,
Man, you gotta keep it
Right?
going, right? Make it
Exactly.
Like, that's why you have humans there, so we can look at that and say, you know what? We'll let that
working.
go.
I think he
working.
should have drilled it, like drilled the ball as hard as he could.
Yeah.
Boom, blew his head back out and then just shot it.
Dodgeball.
Yeah.
It looked pretty sweet.
Really
That's too
great.
bad.
I don't know that'll ever happen.
Kind of violent there,
Yes.
Sean. Man.
Loser
Kind of violent
LZ,
about it. I gotta
Western
cut my violent
Michigan
down.
head football coach PJ Fleck is leaving for Minnesota. Are you?
Is that an
cool with this?
upgrade?
I am very cool with that. I am very, very cool.
That's
I like
an
the
upgrade?
fun of words, by the way. They tripled his salary.
Oh,
Yo,
that's
they
an
tripled his
upgrade.
salary.
That's
I would
an
go for
We can
it,
live with
too.
that.
So,
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to roll the boat for you. We're going to be all right.
What does that mean?
Roll the boat.
It's like a
He
Leah.
rolled in the
It's a
boat of
Leah song.
that money. That's about it.
What's your mascot?
A boat?
Bronco.
Oh,
It's a Bronco and a boat?
It's a boat of money.
You have to. You know what? Where have you been
This
this
is
entire
dumb.
kickoff season?
No one
ESPN
saw this all year. Do you
ESPN talking
roll
about rolling the
myself
boat.
straight to the
Winner!
bed.
Listen to you. Mayonnaise. This Belmont
Skip
man
y'all.
video bombed the telecast and is seen consuming a spoonful of mayonnaise, which, by the way, I think is pudding. But
Pudding.
it gives me an excuse to whip out some mayonnaise right now and share it with my best friends because I personally love it. So,
Come on now, best friend. Who the hell are they? Oh, heck no.
Just do it. Do a little one. Maybe a half of one. Do a half.
Here you go.
hey, take this.
Yeah, do a half.
Take the spoon.
I like to make a toast.
I don't like the consistency of that.
I will have it here on Friday.
Let's just say I don't like what that's made of. Oh, y'all nasty. Sean, you can't go to the locker room ever again.
I gotta get out of here, guys.
I
went down the wrong
pretend,
side.
You get
I
me?
pretend there's
Oh, mama!
Oh, my God.
I just had
Golly.
to. I ate the
You
bottom.
are nasty.
That's
You
disgusting.
eat roaches. You eat mayonnaise.
That's warm to eat boogers.
That's warm temperature. Mayonnaise roach.
That's so nasty.